Ask about me, investors ask about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Investors ask about investors ask about me. Investors ask about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie.
3, 2, 1. All right, we're back with another episode. Welcome to Chuck Daddy After Hours. I'm your host, Chuck Daddy. I'm here today with Josh Giles. We're doing a little bit of a test episode, but I think we're going to release this one because I'm pretty impressed with this young man. Josh has been doing all my social media postings every morning at 7 a.m. like clockwork. On top of that, he's an aspiring bodybuilder and an all-around great dude. And Josh, what do you want to tell the people about yourself before I start asking questions?
I like working out. I'm
Okay.
real simple though. I'm real simple. I just work out, eat, and watch a lot of YouTube. That's about it.
I'm
Uh,
a pretty simple dude too. So
yeah.
So let's do this, Josh. We're gonna get to know you here. We're gonna ask some questions. This shit may get a little emotional. It is what it is. We don't have to release it. But
Yeah.
why don't you give me the Josh Giles story? Take me back. Take me back as far as you want to take me back. And let's move forward with it. Let's get to know you. Give me the history.
Okay. Let's see. Dang. Oh, let's see. What the heck? Okay, so basically, I grew up in like my mom and dad weren't married, so they had me out of the wedlock. So they were just it was like a lot of arguing back and forth with my mom's side and my dad, because my mom's side didn't like my dad, so it was just like a lot of chaos when I was younger. And I was the only child for like a long time, so I must have been. I don't even remember that stuff. But I was like, so when? Let's see. My sister came, Tanaya. That's
How
when like
many
everything changed. It was like it's just weird.
how many brothers and sisters you got?
I have like in the same family or like everything.
Well, I mean, you either got brothers
I
and
have, I
sisters, or
have
you
step
got
too.
half
Yeah.
stepbrothers. So yeah.
So I have like a lot of half brothers and sisters. Three sisters. I mean, two sisters, one brother.
Okay.
But one half brother, like way older than me. They're all older than us.
Okay.
Uh, and like probably five stepsisters.
So you have five sisters and one half brother.
Yeah,
You got any like full brothers or sisters?
yeah. One full brother and two younger sisters.
All right, so you got a pretty big family. Doesn't that mean you're never gonna be alone in this world?
Family isn't everything. I don't think.
No, it's not everything, but it's pretty important. It can help you or hurt you.
Yeah, hurt you is like the number one thing.
hmm
'Cause that's where all the jealousy comes from too. It starts in a family.
So, all right, so if you don't mind me asking, like, how were you hurt? Tell me about this jealousy.
Mm. No, I'm just saying it happens in the family. I'm not. I don't think no one's jealous in my family, but I just feel like sometimes people feel like they're better than you, you know,
Yeah, I got you.
or like they're honestly like my sister. She's smarter than me,
My
like
sister's
book
smarter than
smart,
me too.
smart, crazy smart.
Mhm.
But I just feel like they try to get me jealous because like she's getting college looks and stuff. Because
Okay.
in high school, I got college looks, but my grades were like shit. I had like a 1.9 GPA.
D is for diploma.
but yeah, I passed like I barely passed high school.
Okay.
I didn't even like class. Like class school was not for me.
I mean, what's there to like?
I just went for gym, football practice, and lunch, and
So
go
yeah,
talk to this counselor, Miss Saraceno. That's the only thing I went to school for,
what'd you talk to her about?
like life. What me and you talk about.
Okay. So, give me an example. I'm kind of curious.
So like, if I'm having like a hard day or something like something's hard on my chest, I just go to her office, stay for a period, and then chill and go back to class.
Okay. And this is in Passaic.
This was Pacific Tech era, Wayne, New Jersey.
So pretty much they're gonna pass you anyway as long as you're showing up.
Yeah, that's all. Basically, all high school though.
Okay.
But I was like one of the best football players too.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Tell me more about it, because then
Yeah.
you go to college for ball.
Yeah, I went to first. I could have had a. I don't like saying this because it's coulda, woulda, shoulda stuff. I don't like doing that, but
Okay,
I
but
could have had.
learn from it.
Yeah, I could have had one offer at U Albany. My boy goes there house. I'm so happy for him that he goes there. I want that was my dream school actually. Once I started realizing what football is about, I wanted to go there so bad. So U Albany was one offer I could have had, and Morgan State was another one.
Where's Morgan State?
Oh, I think they have Howard as a rival. So Howard's probably DC. Morgan's probably Baltimore.
Howard's like one of those historically black colleges,
Yeah,
right?
so is Morgan
You know how my reference for Howard is. You ever see that movie Us?
with the old guy.
No, Us is like this black
That's
family of
up.
four, right? And it's a horror movie.
Word?
And
Oh no, I
like a
don't.
whole bunch of clones of them, and the dad is always walking around like a Howard T-shirt.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And
I seen that commercial.
I think my wife's mom also went to Howard.
Word. It's a good school.
Yeah, I heard some good things about it actually, and I think it is a pretty good football school.
I didn't like the food though.
Well,
That's like
I
my main
I've been
thing.
working with you, and I understand a little bit about how important it is to you, because
Yeah,
it's not just taste great; it's also building material and
yeah.
energy.
If the food wasn't right, I wasn't going there. The food had like that was the number one thing.
College food is second to, like, I don't know, airplane food or military food. I don't
Yeah,
know which
shit
one's
was
worse.
terrible. Morgan
Prison
had
prison
Chick-fil-A.
food's the worst. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is fucking
You been to
rocks.
prison?
Only for 48 hours.
Oh, that still counts.
Long enough to know the food is sucks, and I don't really want to go back. But that's a long
Bologna.
story for a different time. Maybe I'll let you interview me about that at a later date.
Word.
So give me a little bit more about the past. Like, tell me about your mom and dad. Obviously, they weren't together. You're born out of wedlock. Technically, I'm not saying this to hurt you. Technically, that makes you a bastard. I mean, I got
Word.
kids out of wedlock too. Does that fucking bother you at all?
More that I did my research on like that stuff, the more I like understood like it's not a bad thing
Okay, it's not a bad
because
thing because marriage is not real anyway. It's a man-made institution.
yeah, but it's like in the Bible, it's like once the person, the couple have the baby out of wedlock, the child is illegitimate. I don't know how to say the word, or it's not
Illegitimate.
valid. Yeah, and then when they get together, that firstborn, he's legitimate now. So like he takes on. I feel like he takes on like all the karma of the parents. Like he has
Mhm.
to battle that shit. You know,
Yeah. Okay, I
it's
get it.
bittersweet, but yeah.
I get it. My parents got married before I was born. Otherwise, I pretty much would be in the same boat as you. I don't fault them for it. It is what it is. Definitely seen the pictures of my mom pregnant in a wedding dress, and
But you were conceived before the marriage,
correct.
so
But
you were a bastard.
so who the fuck cares?
Were
And even if I wasn't after they got married, there's still plenty of people that would tell you that I am.
were
I don't know. I'm just wondering if it bothers you, if you've seen anything work against you, because this is clearly something that some of my kids are going to have to deal with. So, anything else
honestly.
negative about it, positive about it,
No,
or
I'm cool with it. I really don't care
yeah?
because it makes sense. It's cool.
No, I got you.
Like
Okay.
it make everything's gonna work in my favor. I feel like just because of that situation.
Mm. I mean, I wouldn't really let it bother you. It's kind of like you know why the rear view mirror of a car is as small as it is. The one in the middle of a windshield.
Why?
It's 1/85th the size of a windshield because that's about how important the past is.
Yeah, the past.
I mean, so tell me more about your mom and dad growing up. What do we got to know about?
A
And I
lot
mean,
of
this will help too, just because people will be able to relate to you. So
yeah.
go
It
ahead,
was
man.
like probably a lot of arguing. That's what it is,
Why?
arguing.
Why?
I never knew when I grew up, was growing up, like younger. Like I feel so old. Like I feel 45. But it was just arguing. When I grew up to realize it was just about money, it was like, wow.
Yeah, money is a big thing for people to argue about. It can get pretty fucking crazy. I don't know. I mean, there's people that say that, money is the root of all evil, and there's people that say
Yeah.
that lack of money is the root of all evil. And money's a really weird thing because it's another thing that's just completely not real. It was created by man basically to keep everybody else in line, and
Yeah.
it's like it's like alcohol or steroids. Money is like fucking steroids for the soul. When you have
Uh,
none of it, you may do some fucked up shit to get it. And when you
mm,
have a lot of it, you really just become more of what you are. And I mean, I've seen a lot of people make a lot of money over the years, and I've seen bad people get worse, wind up facing fucking 30 years for some crazy shit they did. And it's like, Christ, I started with a scholarship before I had money, and I just used that to push me over the line and fund it. But at the same time, since some other people do some pretty terrible shit, it just makes you more of who you are. And I mean, you're an ambitious young dude. I know you're working out now, you're in the gym, you've got goals, your eyes are on the prize, and you're going to get your ass on stage. And I'd say, we're going to get you on stage. But the reality of it is that, I'll help you wherever I can, but you're the one who's going to have to do the work. You're the one who's going to
mm,
eat the meals. You're the one who's going to have to put the fucking sleep in, get the rest, do everything else, and cut everything off from society. And I mean, that's going to build your confidence pretty tremendously too.
yeah, that's what I was telling you like yesterday. Like, I just want to like live in a box.
We'll elaborate
Like I
on
just
that.
been thinking like I just want to like have a like schedule for everything and just comply to that schedule.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, that's like what I've been doing with the marketing and everything else. And like, if I haven't done this yet, I seriously want to just say, like, one of the things that you've done for me, I want to say thank you, is that you've shown me some friggin' inspiration where it's like, I got this kid, he's got big goals and dreams. You don't have a lot, but he's asking for more. And keep asking, keep chasing it, where you stick to the schedule, stick to the workouts, everything else, because it's like I'm relearning old habits from watching you and your passion. And like, brother, I just like having it around.
Uh,
You follow a schedule very well. It's refreshing. It's hard to find people like that nowadays.
uh, that's that football. Because football is just like schedule, schedule, schedule.
Yeah, it's an
Especially
athletic.
college football.
Mhm.
Like it was just get to be a here meeting, film, then another meeting. Then it's like you have to eat now. I guess you had to eat or you're just gonna be hungry. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that schedule shit is like in my blood now.
How many times a day did you eat in college when you were playing ball?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner,
Mhm.
and a lot of snacks, a lot of sandwiches like peanut butter jelly, a lot of snacks.
Yeah, I believe me. I know you like your PB and J.
Yeah, a lot of snacks though. Especially the strawberry jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best.
Okay. Well, I
It's
mean,
too crunchy.
you've been following your diet though, and I haven't taken a look at you in a while, but I feel like I can see things changing. It looks like your shoulders are filling out more. Have you been following the diet?
Yeah, a little bit. I slacked. The holidays made me slack off, so
Holidays
I
made
gotta get back.
everybody slack off.
Yeah,
It's the toughest time
I
of the
feel
year.
like shit now though. All
Okay.
the fucking pie and shit. I feel like an asshole.
It's just time to fall back
Like,
in line, man. Everybody fucks
yeah,
in the holidays. There's no bodybuilding contest between Christmas and New Year's. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
And like, I mean, at best, I'm looking at you. If we just wanted to diet you down now, you're like 6 months out. And
Oh,
honestly,
word.
I'd want to get like another dietitian or a trainer's second opinion. on just you and where it is we want to take you. And
Yeah.
I mean, you want that, you're ready to go. Let's keep pushing me. I'll bring somebody in. Shit, I'll do it with you because I think I could benefit from the discipline. It'd be nice to get my fucking 43-year-old ass
Get shredded, yeah.
up on stage in a banana hammock at least one more time before I kick the bucket.
That'd be cool.
Besides, if I don't win or beat you, at least I'll beat the Masters because, like, all you got to do at 40 is get up there because there's nobody else. Okay. There's nobody left. It's just me.
Yeah.
It's like,
That'd
here I
be
am.
cool, though.
And, yeah, it'd be fucking awesome, man. One more trophy, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck.
You
I
have a
do.
trophy room?
No, I have a couple trophies. I think I have like one or two at my ex's house. There's a couple in my house, like on top of that, like china cabinet, liquor cabinet thing. I think there's one for like placing fifth in some South Jersey thing, and one of the things where I'm like New Jersey's largest drug-free bodybuilder. My Mr. America trophy, I actually gave away to the trainer.
Wow.
Well,
To
the
who?
trainer.
Oh, the trainer. Oh, okay.
It's the trainer that
I was
helped
about
me
to
get
say.
there, and then dietitian. He has the trophy case in his gym. And what's even crazier is, and I love the guy, but he just closed his gym down permanently during COVID. But in 2019, I actually like had a framed picture of like me with like before and after pictures that he took and a trophy, and I gave it to him so he could put it in his trophy case at the gym because like he's got a
Wow.
bunch of
Can you
guys.
get that back?
Nah, dude, I got a picture of it. I don't really fucking care. I mean,
Okay.
it's out there. It's forever. You can Google my name. It's permanent.
That's tough though. You could like just tell someone Google you, like Google Chuck Kohout. Like
Yeah, it's
that's
pretty fucking
awesome.
badass, right? Google me.
Imagine. That's
Is
like
it-
the ultimate pickup line right there.
Yeah, I'm dude. Google me.
Google
You-
me. Hey
Google
baby,
me.
Google me.
And, you know, and I learned that Google me move from fuck. I think the guy's name's like Raymond Aarons or some shit. One of these guys that actually wrote The Secret. One of the co-authors.
The
And
secret?
yeah, I was speaking, and he was a speaker there, and he gave me a card, and it had his name on it. It said Google me. I was like, I want to get to that level one day where I could just, give people cards or whatever. And now I just tell chicks Google me, and like all this bullshit comes up as like fucking millionaire before he was 30, almost won the Mr. America,
fuck?
fucking crazy shit. And it's like, just still a guy. But hey, if you're impressed by it, you might as well just get on your knees and take out the cock right now. Because we know
It's
that's
all
where
about
it's
achievements.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're fun. Girls like them. What the fuck else do you want to achieve in life besides bodybuilding? I know you want to get on stage. I know you want to win some shit, but like, give me more.
It's just like being the best. That's
Best,
all it is.
the best at what?
Everything.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be better than everybody.
I
Like
mean,
when I was growing up, I felt like I was like I could do that, but I never did it. It's like the confidence was never there. Cause I just never had no one there. Like my dad was there, but it's like he wasn't with the confidence part.
it was physically present, but
Yeah,
yeah.
like the confidence shit. Like I never got from him.
No, I got. I got to give credit where credit is due. I got a pretty fucking amazing father and grandfather, and they definitely pushed me. They definitely made me get uncomfortable. I mean, anything from like the simplest shit, where if I like went fishing and somebody caught something and I wanted to go see it, and I'd tell them, they'd be like, "Well, go over there and ask him," and constantly just putting you in situations where you were forced to get uncomfortable. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely it was interesting, to say the least, when I was growing up. I mean, I was laughing about this last night with my wife when my dad gave me the sex talk.
At this age,
15 years old, sitting in a car with him outside the house, right? And he hands me a 32 pack of Trojan spermicidally lubricated ribbed for her pleasure condoms, right?
oh my gosh.
Never been with a girl. And he just looks at me and goes, Charles, don't give it away. Make them work for it. And it was like, holy shit, new perspective, posturing. These fucking bitches are privileged to be with me.
Wait, what do you mean never give it away?
Like don't give it away for free. Like you would tell a girl, like make these girls work for it.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
them earn you.
Word.
And I mean, it's a different perspective or a different way of looking at it, but you start to actually fucking realize, and like I'd look at what I slowly started becoming, just different incidents throughout my life. Go to some fucking place. I remember my dad dropped a bunch of us off once at this place in Mawa to go skiing called like Camp Going Mountain. And, they didn't have enough equipment. They didn't have this, they didn't have that. And I immediately started talking to people and like, well, there's somebody returning skis. You can bring those over here. I got a screwdriver. We'll fix this. We'll do that. Whatever. My dad's like, do you realize that you're like a fucking man among boys over here? He's like, you completely just took over that situation, put everybody to work, and now everybody's going skiing. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't want to go back. You just drove us here. Thank you. So, I mean, I got lucky with that. And I mean, another thing, I heard this the other day, like confidence, Josh, right? And
Yeah.
brother, like the bodybuilding thing that you want to achieve, right? Confidence is keeping agreements with yourself. It's your reputation with you, nobody else. Where it's like
That's deep.
well, it really is. But you got this big fucking daunting task in front of you, where you want to be a bodybuilder. I mean, I told you it took me 7 years and change to go from 160 pounds to 295 pounds back to a shredded 220 for like a day to win a fucking trophy. And like, till I did that and walked that walk and lived that fucking lifestyle, I'd never even met anybody like that. I mean, the internet wasn't what it is. It was fucking dial up. First time I did this, first time I walked into a hardcore bodybuilding gym was like probably 2000, 2001.
Dang.
And I went through college. I did everything else. I'm working. Life's fucking miserable. I'm honestly just having fucking crazy suicidal thoughts. Like I wanted something more in life. And I started thinking of all the different things I could try or whatever. And it's like, well, I already took this from 160 pounds to almost 300. I never seen anybody refine it. Let's see if I got the discipline to do it. And like the hardest thing in life was just to fucking tell people, like, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. Like I feel like telling people that I'm gonna now get on stage was harder than like putting on all the muscle to begin with.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Because people are like, what do you like to do? Da, da, da. I don't even tell them what I want to do and stuff.
Yeah, it's
'Cause I feel like people like would just put bad energy out there. Like I just want to do it.
yeah, you gotta do it. I mean, there's the whole perspective of where like it's talk a lot of shit and back it up. Where I know a lot of my extended family with the whole bodybuilding thing, I didn't really tell them what I was doing, but you could see the physical changes, and then some of them did come to competitions later. And I mean, when I decided to quit my job and start this business, which shit, I mean, we're both sitting inside of it right now. Think about that for a second. You and I are both sitting inside a thought that I had
Wow,
like 20 years ago. It's pretty
that's
fucking
true.
crazy, dude. And I mean, a lot of my family, I told them I quit my job and fucking buy and sell houses and flip shit, and I don't have any money, I don't have any credit, any of that stuff. And I just got tired of listening to the like you're crazy, get a safe, secure job, and I just stopped telling them, and they stopped asking. And 3, 4, 5 years later, when I'm throwing $15,000, $20,000 Christmas parties in these big ass restaurants with Santa, they start showing up again. It's like it worked.
That's where I'm at with my dad right now. I don't tell him what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
I don't tell him like nothing. He's
Okay.
really like high and by.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you did tell him, do you think he would listen?
He would answer with a question, so I guess that's not listening.
So how would he answer it with questions?
Like he would just be sarcastic answering with questions. Not even sarcastic, he'd just be rude.
Like, give me an example.
I don't know. Example, I have no idea. But it'll be like I'd just be like I probably walk around with no shirt. Like ask me if you see like any difference. You like no blah blah blah. You have to keep going. Da da da. Like it will turn negative.
Okay,
That's it.
and I mean, I'm sorry that's happening to you, and I get it. It's your dad, but it seems like you're doing what you can to remove it from your life. I mean,
Yeah.
you're in school. You like coming here. You like going to the gym, and I mean, you're a young man. How old are you now?
22.
Yeah, you're at that age where like home is pretty much just for sleeping
Yeah.
and eating, and the rest of the time you got to be out there grinding on your fucking purpose, trying to figure out what the fuck it is you want to do, trying to build that confidence so you can build the next thing, and eventually success comes, and so do women, one
Yeah.
level or another. I mean, you start racking up accomplishments, and they're almost like groupies.
For sure.
I got
I'm
I got nowhere else to explain it, but I mean, you help me manage my social media. Sure, you've seen some of these fucking DMs and whatever, and it's like,
not even check them. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't check them.
okay,
I'm
good,
about to now.
okay, yeah, there's some
You say that you
interesting,
did.
there's some interesting shit in there. So I give you the highlight reel, but
Now that you mentioned it, I'm definitely checking.
it gets fucking comical because they reach out and it's like, you saw me on TikTok, you know that I have a wife, you know my situation, and they're just like, publicly
Okay.
they'll complain about it, but then they're like, here's my number.
That's fucking crazy. They're so backwards.
Yeah, don't try to understand them. Better men than
Yeah.
you and I have done that. It does not fucking work.
Yeah, that shit's it's fucking weird.
It's beyond weird. Not even the same species. And it is what it is. You got to accept it for what it is, and then you could work with it. And if not, you're going to wind up fucking heartbroken with a job providing with one of them. And I mean, the end result in this life is the same for me and for you.
What do you
You're
mean?
gonna die, and I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
You're gonna be two dates on a fucking headstone: the day you were born and the day you died.
For
The
sure.
only thing that fucking matters is the dash in between and how you spent that time. You can't take the body with you. You can't take the fucking money with you. Honestly, if you really want this fucking bodybuilding thing, now is the time. You're young, right? You can't chase it later. You can't get back your youth.
Yeah.
So now's the time. Fucking go hard. And shit, dude. I mean, you need something, whatever. If I don't, like I told you before, if I can't give it to you, ask. I'll point you in the right direction. I'll do whatever I can. But I am, I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching you improve and go after it. And
Mm.
if you want to structure the rest of your life and come up with routines and everything else, by all means, fucking do it. Because just look at how you structured with the social media, the routines, and your workouts. How could it get any worse?
Yeah.
Right? And here comes a real mind fuck. I remember this one. And the time will come when you're like 25, right? You have
Yeah.
a girlfriend. You go on
Party
fucking
lit.
you go on vacation,
Party
right?
lit.
And you wake up the next morning at 6:20 a.m. like you're gonna go to work, and you won't know what the fuck to do.
Word.
You've been doing all these routines and habits and patterns for so long.
Gonna go crazy.
So, tell me more about your goals, Josh. Where you want to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Take me into the future. Where's this all going? I know about the bodybuilding stuff. You could break that down if you want. Give me more. Make me feel
Year
it.
from now.
Yeah.
So 2023.
Yeah.
2023, I probably want to be getting ready just to like go on stage.
Okay. So we got 2022, right? You're refining a little bit. We spend the rest of 2022 bulking, just fucking getting huge.
Even into the summer.
You could.
That'd
I
be
mean,
insane. That'd be cool. Yeah.
I spent I spent years doing it and then fucking up trying to cut down without being able to do it the right way.
Mm.
And I mean, other than that, what else? Give me more.
YouTube. I see. Like, I want my YouTube channel to grow.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I'm gonna
fuck?
start doing more reactions.
Okay.
Probably get more equipment, like just play the game. They do
Mhm.
streamings on the game stuff. What else? And the confidence part just has to come in, so I could just do like pranks and stuff,
Yeah.
make people laugh and shit.
I mean, we got plenty of YouTube equipment. We got plenty of shit if you want to use it.
Yeah,
But like, why do you want to do that?
it's just to make people laugh and like I don't want to work. I just want to do what I want to do.
Does it
Like I
feel
want
like,
to do what I like to do. Actually,
yeah, if you do what you love and you love what you do, you never
that's
work a
okay
day in
for
your
me.
life.
Yeah,
I mean, at the same time, I love what I do, but I put myself through some shit over here, right? And I mean, Christ, today I had to raise 30 grand out of fucking nowhere. A couple days before that, I had to raise 260. Next month, I got to raise $1 million fucking dollars, Josh, to buy 2 houses. It's uncomfortable. There's a lot of times I don't want to do. There's a lot of times I don't want to do it, but I like the end result. The end result is I got a gym in my house. I wake up every morning when I'm done fucking sleeping. Linton comes over, we work out, we talk about business, and I start my day. And is there a more lucrative way that I could run my life? Probably, but being healthy, staying in shape, working out, being strong, this shit is like important to me. It makes me feel like me.
yeah,
And that in itself is pretty important because there've been some pretty big chunks in my life where I didn't feel like me. Just felt totally fucking lost.
yeah.
So
That's how I feel sometimes.
yeah,
Like lost.
we all do. It's normal. So 2023, you want to work on getting on stage. I mean, what does your YouTube channel look like now?
That is about like 8 subscribers, something like that. 3,
Mhm.
4 videos.
Okay.
That's about it.
So I
I
know
want
for
to make a
me,
lot of videos, then just like start posting them one by one.
yeah, like I know for me, like just before there was social media, it was talk shit and back it up. But if you go like on my personal Facebook back to 2010, right, 2011, there's a lot of transformation pictures, and it was just like if you go from this month to next month, I'm gonna be this much leaner, and then like you have to do it, and you're putting up pictures and you're putting up videos of your transformation, and it's almost like social media for accountability. Not
Mm,
that anybody fucking cares that much, but you're gonna
just for
think they do.
you.
Yeah, and you don't want to look like shit in front of you. You don't want to embarrass you.
Yeah, for
You think
sure.
you think you can do something like that? Because
Yeah.
that's fucking confidence in itself, bro.
But yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. That video I showed you. Should I just post that one and then
Which one?
what? The one you showed Ivan.
Why not, dude?
And just post that and like what 2, 3 months from now, just post another one.
Yeah, be like, let's see how much progress I make from here to here, and give them a date. Put it
Okay.
up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but good enough is good enough. And someday you probably look back at it and I mean, dude, I wish I had more videos and pictures, and I don't because technology just wasn't there. So
Yeah.
it's afforded you this opportunity to talk shit and back it up. And I mean, it's afforded you this opportunity for digital accountability.
Yeah.
Maybe someday, 10, 20 years down the road, you look back on it with your kid. I mean,
For
shit,
sure.
you edit this podcast, right?
Hmm.
You upload it on your channel. You upload it on my channel. You throw out an anchor. 10, 20 years from now, you might look back at it as a turning point, and I might be dead. But hey, you
20
got a memory.
years.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
I'll be 63.
Yeah, that's still young.
Oh, come on. Do I really have to get fucking old?
Like 70, no, 80, no, 90's old.
90's old, dude. 90's really fucking old. All right. So, 2023, you want to diet down, you want to get on stage.
Yeah.
You got
But it
that?
depends how much I weigh.
You got that written down somewhere?
2023, no. I should write it down.
You got a pen? Write it down.
But if I'm at like 260 or 250,
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
What do you weigh right now, Josh?
Like probably 250 right now. I'm
How
around
much?
there. 245, 250.
Okay. So how big do you want to be on stage?
Like 250, 260.
It's a fucking big boy.
Yeah, I was 290, but I wasn't muscle though. I
No.
was 290 before.
I mean, dude, on stage I'm between like 210 and 220.
For real.
For real, right?
That's how I feel I would be if I cut down. Probably like 220.
You know how big Arnold Schwarzenegger is on stage?
What?
He's 6'1", 220.
What? He looked like 240. Like,
No, that's it. Just
what
stripped
the
all the
heck?
fucking fat off. That's Google it right now if you don't believe me.
That's fucking crazy.
Matter of fact, I believe I can do it. You can still see me, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm gonna type that shit in. So what about 5 years down the road?
5 years. I would like to be living comfortably, traveling, not living comfortably, living free, but traveling, doing shows,
Okay.
and helping people.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's heaviest competition weight was 235.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What the? He looked bigger.
He did. So I'll throw this at you too. You do some of these drug-free shows. If you can get on stage shredded, right?
Yeah.
10 to 20, there's nobody else. There's nobody else that big.
For real? That's natural though.
Yeah, you're lucky if there's 2 or 3 people in your weight class. There's not many
For
people
real?
that big.
That's fucking funny. And at 6'1", 6'2", that's yeah.
I mean, start thinking about it. You're an athlete. Show me a guy that's 6'1" or 6'2", that's 220 with abs.
Dorian Yates. Fucking what? He was 6 what?
I think he's like 5'9", dude.
They don't count them. Nobody. That's a good one, yeah. Nobody. Like abs? I want abs so bad.
Why?
'Cause they look good.
Okay.
And it's like you could take your shirt off. That's the confidence right there.
Yeah, they work. Dorian Yates is 5'10",
5'10".
267. Yeah, I mean, the abs work. It's, I'm not going to lie. When you're in
Especially the
fucking
beach.
stupid, ridiculous, like jacked up shape and you go take a Bikram yoga class, you know what that is?
No.
Okay. So as you start cutting down, this is something you're definitely going to want to do when you start to look good. You ever take a yoga class?
No.
Okay. But you know what a yoga class is, right?
Yeah, I know what yoga is, yeah.
It's a bunch of chicks wearing tight clothes, stretching in a room, right? So Bikram, Bikram yoga, right, is a bunch of chicks stretching in a room, 30, 40, 50 girls, and they turn the heat up to 110. So everybody's wearing a bikini or underwear. You'll be wearing your fucking shorts and nothing else. You'll be the only fucking guy. And when it's over,
What?
it's just like you're a monster and they all want to take pictures with you.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Come back to my place.
Not even, because you got so much going on at that point just to
I was like, no
maintain
time.
that, right? And it's like, all right, I remember I used to do them at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday, and they'd be over by like 10, and like afterwards, girls would be like, oh my God, can I take my picture with you? Can I do this? Can I do? And it's just fucking crazy, right? It's just,
That's fucking
Easiest shit ever. And it's like, yeah, give me your number, do whatever. And like, what are you doing? Like, well, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take a shower. I gotta eat again. Then I gotta work out. I gotta sleep. I gotta do this. Like, I have everything planned out for the next 3 months. So if you can fit into my schedule, I even took some of these girls out on dates. It was like, what do you want to do? I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna go home and do meal prep. If you want, you can come with me. And that's the date.
If you want, you could come with me.
I'm doing it either fucking way. You can come with me, right? And you start giving them little orders where it's like, yo, get that cart, meet me in aisle 2. All right, find me, I need 10 pounds of chicken breast. Go find me the best deal. She comes back and she does it. Great, that's compliance. And you keep just giving, cut this up, fry this, take out my cock, right? Just direct command. It works.
We're compliance, though.
Yeah, well, it's exactly it. It's compliance, and you're establishing that boss relationship, and the shit works. So, just saying, but it's like they are attracted to you because of the success you have or what you are about to achieve. Clearly, your physical stature will show that. You are not going to break the routine that you've established for them. They are going to enter your frame. You are not going to enter theirs. They can come into your world. It's a fucking privilege, but they cannot pull you off track. If they pull you off track, I don't care how fucking pretty they are valueless, and they are there to sabotage and hurt you. Hey, you want a cookie? No, stick the fucking cookie up your ass. I got shit to do. If I got free time, you're here to amuse me. And if not, maybe you could do some laundry. And just keep focused on what it is that you want, and you'll keep attracting more and more of them simply because you've achieved things in life. At least has been my experience.
No, that makes sense. That sounds right, though.
I can't tell you how many girls in my life I've taken on meal prep dates. Many from Bikram yoga classes. What are you going to do after that? Well, it's Sunday, so if you'd like, I'm going to go to the grocery store at 6 p.m. After that, I'm going to check out. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do meal prep. It's going to take about 2 hours. I can cook us a healthy dinner. Afterwards, I can probably block off 2 hours for sex/extra cardio. My heart rate monitor, because if not, if I don't get the workout in there, I'm going to leave you in bed sleeping. I'm going to go jump on the treadmill. There's something I need to accomplish. There's somewhere I need to get. And for some reason, that just those blinders on, it's attractive to women. You're focused on what it is that you want, and showing that much control and discipline over your own life, right, is going to set you up to have control and discipline over the lives of others and help them guide themselves to what they fucking want in business, life, whatever. I mean, I think that's a big part of the reason why you and me connected, but you might have just thought I was funny too. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, you were funny, though. That's why I found your TikTok. It was probably like the second time I seen it. I had to like follow you and stuff and hit you up. It was funny stuff.
Okay, well, you can keep it entertaining too, man. And I know you got a sense of humor. You just gotta, you just gotta not be afraid to let that out there, because
it's like a lot of people don't get it, and they think I'm being rude.
Okay, how many times have I been kicked off TikTok? I'm on my fucking, I'm on my 20th account, right? And, right. So a lot of people think that, right, the way that the scale works is people are gonna like you, or people are gonna love you, like you, dislike you, or hate you, right?
Yeah.
And that's not how it works. It's like you got two ends on this scale. Over here is like, over here is dislike. And most people just fall into the like, dislike category, or even worse, indifference. And then there's only like 10% of the people in the middle who aren't afraid to be fucking hated and aren't afraid to be loved. And if you just don't give a fuck what other people think, and I got lots of people that hate me, right? And I'm interviewing all these people on this fucking podcast from TikTok that have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, but some of them don't make any fucking money off of it, and some of them don't even make a living. They still have to work 50 hours a week, and it's because
don't they monetize their TikTok?
I'm afraid of offending somebody. What if I hurt somebody's feelings? Fuck you, right? speak my mind. I got a following of people who believe what I believe, who like what I like, and Jesus fucking Christ, next week we're going to close our third house, funding it with people from TikTok off of fucking stupid dating and motivational videos that you and I have been putting out there. You realize that shit?
Yeah, that is crazy though.
It's crazy. And I got 20,000 people on here, and I got people that I talked to, like the dude from last night, who he's only got 200,000. It's only 10 times what I got, and he can't even pay his fucking bills. So figure that one out, and just, you don't care what people think of you with this bodybuilding goal. You're isolating. You're doing you. But I assure you, there are other people out there like me and you. You got a personality. You got a sense of humor, but you hide it because you're afraid to offend people. And what I'm telling you is, if I was having a conversation with myself right now, and I'm 43, and I'm talking to me at 21, give less fucks than I even did then. Don't give a fuck what people think of you. Be the purest version of yourself you can be.
Yeah.
You will be happier. Not everybody's going to love you. Some people are going to love you more. Some people are going to hate you more too. And you just got to get to the point of where you don't care anymore and you don't lose any sleep at night, because you already told me, and not in so many words, you don't have any desire to be an employee.
Oh yeah.
You just want to do what it is that you want to do. So please stop caring what other people think now. It's not going to make it easier. It might make it harder at times, but you're also not faking it. And at my age now, I got friends telling me, if I could do it all over again, these are fucking bankers and lawyers, I would care less about what people thought of me.
So they don't like their career?
Their
Like
career, their fucking life, whatever.
Shit is just like, but where does the confidence, like, it's just like the parents though. That's probably what it is. My parents just always been negative.
Okay, and that's, I got
So
negative people in my
that's the
family
problem.
too, but that's just a piece of it.
Yeah.
That's just a piece of it, right? And you can't control who your parents are. That's already done, right? So you can pay attention to them or you can not pay attention to them. But right now, for you, confidence is going to come from achievement. So, small victories and small agreements lead to bigger ones. Where you texted me the other night, you're in a 500-pound squat club. I
Yeah.
kind of felt some fucking happiness with that text. You accomplished something, right? And it just takes you closer to the bigger goal that you have.
Yeah.
I think what you got to do is start writing this shit down and just have more clarity. And that'll allow you to compartmentalize and section off and plan your life like you want to. I'm not even saying it's a bad thing, Josh. It ain't going to be easy. I think it's going to be a good thing. You just need to fucking do it, brother.
Yeah, like get more organized with my thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. Figure out what it is you're willing to give up, what it is you're willing to sacrifice.
I need a piece of paper. Sacrifice. What's the other word?
Figure out what you need to give up, figure out what you need to sacrifice. And you know what? You may not need a piece of paper because you're going to go back and you're going to edit this later.
Oh yeah.
I'm recording everything for you. This may not be a bad thing for us to do once a year or every quarter or whatever, just so we can go back and look at it. But I mean, I know when I was done in my 20s with bodybuilding, I actually wrote a message to myself. I'm going to do this by this date, just financial goals and what I'm willing to give up. I'm willing to give up relationships with women. I'm willing to give up getting married. I'm willing to give up starting a family. That's how much attaining this level of wealth or richness or whatever the fuck you want to call it meant to me. Just like how much bodybuilding meant to me. And with the same level of clarity. And this is really something I need to revisit now too. So I hope you understand that just doing this with you right now is actually helping me too. It just helps you stay mentally on track to the point of where it's like, this is it. This is where I want to go. And without that clarity, you're just never going to get there. So maybe spend a little bit more time with yourself and more clarity, get on stage by 2023. And somewhere I'm sure I wrote down, be Mr. Olympia, right? Well, he's almost Mr. fucking America, number 2 in the nation. That's not that fucking bad, right? There's a Bruce Lee quote. I think it's sometimes a goal doesn't even have to be attainable. It just has to be a target that you can aim for. You ever hear the phrase, shoot for the stars, hit the moon?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you want that big goal, but you got to break it down into little goals, which can be lift X amount of whatever, eat this many meals, achieve this much body fat, get on stage. Now you're there. Now you can call yourself a bodybuilder. Now you're really there. You are a competition bodybuilder. I promise you, the second you fucking drop that first foot off stage, you'll be like, holy fuck, I did it. And I worked how many years to get there?
That'd be crazy.
Well, how many people your age, right? I mean, I started with this goal in mind, afraid to tell people at 17,
What goal?
just to get on stage as a bodybuilder. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Again at 24, right? It's fucking 7 years from your teens to your 20s just doing the same thing over and over and over and adapting it and tweaking it. And I mean, Christ, I feel like I learned more about bodybuilding from my grandmother teaching me how to save money than I did from a lot of coaches, to where it's just, Josh, just put away a little bit every day. And years from now, you'll have something pretty awesome. And it's true. It's fucking true, dude. So could you do something for me?
What?
Just give me more clarity on some of these goals.
All right.
Like laser kind of focus, right? And we could dial them in, but definitely want the clarity from you. And let's write them down. Let's hang them up. Let's tape them up on the fucking wall in the studio. Because if you don't hit them, I want you to be embarrassed. I want it to hurt.
Yeah.
But it's there, and if you do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to get hurt. So stare at it, let it piss you off, and let it make you act. And I mean, a lot of times, like, I take some of this shit for granted that I could do, like the shit that I just pulled off today. But not my first fucking rodeo.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. 30 grand.
Yeah. And that's fucking dirt, dude. I got somebody here commenting that they could hear a whooshing noise. I think it's probably the whooshing noise in the studio. And this is all right. We're dialing shit in.
Oh, yeah. That. It's so good, bro.
Yeah, we're working the bugs out. I get it. So I'm going to ask you another question, Josh. We're going to keep moving this forward a little bit. You ready?
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your life right now?
That's a good question.
Like, what's stopping you from having what you want?
Probably me.
Okay, elaborate. How are you the biggest challenge that you're facing?
Because I have to do the work. I have to do the work.
Yeah, you have to do the work, but you're doing the work, right?
I don't feel like patience. That's what it is, then.
Okay, you want it now.
Yeah. I don't want it. Like, I know instant is nothing comes right now.
No, especially not with what you want. You want something that money can't buy.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of what pushed me through the bodybuilding thing too, is like at a pretty young age, I was working with a lot of people that had a lot of money, yet because I had this physical stature and physique, it commanded respect. And it was like, motherfucker, you have everything in the world, but your fat fucking rich ass can't have this. All right? So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do whatever. And if you're gonna fucking talk back to me or you don't like this plan, I don't have to say it, but we both know that I could throw you out the fucking window.
Or be like a monster in the suit too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't know it.
I mean, it helps.
But patience is like my number one problem.
Elaborate on that. Tell me more. How is patience your problem? Because you're, in my eyes, you're doing the work. You're at the gym every day. You're supposed to be there. You must be eating your fucking meals because I could see a change in your body through your fucking sweatpants. So, where's the patience? Where's the problem?
It's just like I want my life to change.
Change how? Tell me more.
Like I want the money and stuff. Like I know
Okay.
it's not for the money, but I just want to live different.
Why do
Like I feel like
you
I'm ready to live better.
why do you want the money? What does it represent to you?
That I could do whatever I want. Like I
So
have my own stuff.
is it about the money?
It's more about freedom, really. It's like free. I don't have to listen to nobody. I have my own money.
I mean, I have a couple of these like pretty primal thoughts, right? From when I
Right?
was young, right? And the first one was I knew I wanted to be big, like physically large. I knew I wanted to be like successful or rich in some way, and I knew I wanted to achieve
Yeah.
some level of fame, right? And I mean, the bodybuilding thing, I checked that box. That made me pretty fucking happy. I didn't take it as far as I'd like to, but I did when I took back and took a look at it and what other people had accomplished. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm not even in like the 1%. I'm like a fraction of a percent. I mean, the fame thing, just with the speaking career and everything else, like you want it till you have it. And then you start to realize, like, it's hard to go out in public with me sometimes. Like, people fucking know who I am. It's different.
Girl.
It's yeah, trust me. Talk to my wife, and it's not as bad as it used to be. But first, I've had fucking stalkers, dude.
Really?
I have like an alarm system and guns because of this,
That's fucking crazy.
right? And I mean, the rich thing was just like a dollar amount for me, but it all boiled down to like in the back of my mind, no matter where, no matter how, no matter what. And I have some major fucking control issues, but I wanted to be able to tell anybody, anywhere, if they asked me to do something that I didn't want to, fuck you, I don't need you.
Mm,
And it's just freedom. Like the freedom means more to me than the money.
yeah.
And I mean, you just have to feel that strongly about it and that passionate about it. Like, brother, I'd rather be fucking dead or in jail than have a job and have to wake up and go to work. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't like even going to school, like trade school. I don't like waking up early at 8 or whatever. No, I like what do I wake up? Like 5:36.
Okay.
Just dress and go to school. Like, that's so annoying.
I'm not gonna tell you to chase that degree and to chase that trade if you don't want to. And
Yeah.
I mean we've had this conversation. You can always go back to it, but if you want the physical goal that you want now, you've got a lot of figuring out and planning to do on like how you're going to financially take care of yourself. And I know you're stepping up around here in a big way, so we got to kind of sit down and look at that and come up with more ways to compartmentalize your job over here and what it is that you're good at and play to your strengths. But you got to have a place to live. You got to have a gym membership. You're going to have
Oh
a
yeah.
trainer on me. Like you're going to need somebody more experienced, and that's not that far off, Josh. That may be like 6 months off at best because you're making fucking progress. You're making gains.
Mm. But do, like okay, now like a steroid question.
Mhm.
On bulking, they still take it?
So, I mean, I'm going to be completely friggin' honest with you, right? I have never taken anything, right, outside of TRT. I've never taken anything like that to bulk. There are
Oh,
there are guys that do. I don't know much about it. I mean, again,
so it's different stuff.
yeah, for me, for me to go from 160 to 295, it was honestly just eating like a horse, lifting like an animal, and a lot of sleep. And
Or,
could it have been easier? Yeah, I'm sure it could have, but that might also affected the confidence and discipline that I built with it. And a lot of times I would hunt these guys down that were fucking roiding their minds out just to work out with them because I'd try to keep up.
yeah.
And I mean, imagine what shit they felt like when I started to surpass them.
Or that's a fact. Or
So it's just something to think about. Uh, I mean, you'd really need somebody to freaking mentor you. I know people I could plug you into. There's plenty of people out there, but I would really want to make sure that they were doing or have done what they're
what
telling
they,
you to do.
yeah.
I mean, I gave you the example before. Like when I wanted to climb a mountain, I went to a mountain climber, somebody who had been on Everest, right, and done this shit. And it was teach me how to do what it is that you did and not die. And committed a year to training for it and did it. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of. The only difference is instead of climbing a mountain, you want to become one. So I mean, I've given you some names. We could find some people and have somebody walk you through it. Um, but I mean, a lot of it is just getting you where you want to go without doing that much damage either. If you've made
Yeah.
that decision, and I mean, look, I'm not going to tell you yes. I'm not going to tell you no. I think we should do everything we can to at least get you on stage the first time as naturally as possible. We'll strip the fat off, refine everything, and then you want to bulk on it and build and refine. Let's do it, brother. I mean,
Yeah, like that's what I want to do. Like I want to get like this cut and then just have the muscle and just bulk up again.
okay, so let's stay on me about it. Let's bring one of these dietitians or one of these trainers in, and let's commit to it. Let's make sure that we can fucking get you there. I'll do it too. I need the fucking boost as much as anybody else, right? And I mean, I hate mornings. I work out with Linton every morning. Part of the reason why I do it is because I don't want to let him down. I fucking hate getting out of bed. But I do it.
Getting out of bed is the worst, especially in the morning.
Yeah.
Like if I had like breakfast cooked, that'd be different. But like,
That's why I cook my breakfast like the week before. I have it all ready to go in the fridge. Don't have to fucking think about it. Meal's ready to go. Nuke it, eat it, done.
I like my breakfast like hot, fresh.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to make some decisions, right? I'd rather work out in the evening, but I have no idea where my day is gonna go. I got no idea what transaction I'm gonna be tracing, what I got to accomplish. I could be sitting down talking to you. I don't know.
In the morning, I would rather work out in the morning though.
You do what working out in the morning?
I probably work. I probably would rather work out in the morning.
It's nice because then it's out of your way, and plus it's like you've done something for you to remind you that you are important. That's what I like about working out in the morning.
I probably do cardio at night.
Mm-hmm.
Then just end the night like that. Cause I've been thinking about that. Like, what would my schedule be like?
Yeah, I mean, I used to have so many fucking long ass boring cardio sessions. Like 2.5 hours of just walking on the treadmill.
For
It's
real?
one of the hardest things for me was just conditioning.
So why do bodybuilders say 30 minutes to 45 minutes is enough on for cardio? But they be doing like 2 hours then.
I'm sure for some people it is. For me, it was not. I mean, I had to cut down pretty tremendously. I know if I talk to a lot of the trainers that I've worked with over the years that have helped me get on stage, everyone will tell you that like I turn into a fucking monster. Like I walk by weights and I get bigger. And I mean, not really. I put the fucking work in. I push myself till I fucking vomit and make sure I'm getting all my meals in and everything else. But refining it, getting down to where you have abs when you're a bigger person is sometimes more difficult. So I do these crazy cardio sets. I mean, I learned how to fucking surf, right? On the treadmill from watching a stupid MTV show called Surf Girls about like chicks that surf. Yeah.
That's
Just,
fucking
just
fun.
watching it over and over again, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going on the shore this week. I'm gonna do it," and like actually picked it up.
Fucking 2 hours. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, you can do stuff with it though. You can make TikTok videos now.
Or 2 hours on tread.
2 hours on the treadmill with nothing but a shitty TV in front of you in 2001.
Oh no, that's fucking.
How many 9/11 fucking reports can you watch over and over?
I'll go crazy. That's fucking. Oh, hell no. I'd go fucking stupid if that was me.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
I
You just
hate
gotta want
TV.
it that bad. You know what I did the next year when I went to get on stage? I bought a treadmill and I put it in my bedroom of my house.
Bro.
Swear to fucking God. And I would wake up in the morning at 5 a.m., sometimes at 4:30, right, knowing I had to be at the door at 6:20, and I walk on the treadmill for an hour to whatever I could get in the morning. I'd put on a pair of fucking Teva sandals, mesh shorts. I had a big broken mirror that I took out of one of the gyms that I used to work at. That I was like, you can have it. And I'd sit there and I'd get on the treadmill and I'd start walking and I'd watch fucking bullshit infomercial TV, which is actually where I found like the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. That was cool. Somebody just put a hat on me on TikTok.
Oh.
And I started actually, like, once I had developed the confidence from getting on stage, starting to realize, like, I was capable of doing something that not many people can do. Now it's time to make some money, and now it's time to start a business. And I started listening to audiobooks on the fucking
Yeah.
And by the time the next year came by, where I did a couple more bodybuilding competitions and 1 2-hour cardio sessions, I had literally gone through every fucking audiobook on finance at my local library. It was like 83 of them.
That's crazy. So you learned everything, basically. 2 hours a day on a treadmill.
Yeah, and then I listened to them more in the car
books.
and driving
Oh,
to work, at work, other things. And I mean, it literally like burned out the entire like financial session of the Oradell Public Library. And after that, I started learning Spanish from fucking audiobooks, crazy shit, because smartphones weren't there, TV wasn't there, and I just was like, holy shit, like my memory's not that bad. I can just upload all this stuff to my head. And started finding different. I mean, you got to make the most of the time, and you have this dead time on the treadmill where all your fucking friends are at happy hour, going to bars, fucking smoking cigarettes, doing whatever. It's like you're doing something positive.
Yeah.
And you wonder how I'm 43. I got gray hairs this year, and some of my friends now look like. I was gonna say some of them look like they're dead. Some of them are dead, dude.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's a bunch of choices and a bunch of habits.
Yeah. It's a choice. Life is a choice.
Everything is a choice, and life is nothing more than accumulation of your choices and habits.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one more question for you, brother, and we're gonna wrap it up, right?
Okay.
And then we can talk for a little bit afterwards. We can edit this stuff. I mean, I think this is pretty good what we're putting together here. What do you think?
Yeah.
The people on TikTok are loving it, by the way.
Bro?
Yeah, dude. I got like 10 people on here now, and you're not gonna believe this, Josh, but we got 4,300 likes since I turned this thing on.
Bro?
Shit, you're not,
That's
brother.
crazy.
I'll show you when I come in here. Right. So, last question. Let's take it home. All right. What is the best thing you, Joshua Giles, has going on in their life right now? What's number one? What makes you smile? What keeps you going?
What makes me smile? What the heck? Eating food, eating sweets. That makes me smile.
Food and sweets makes you smile. That's the best thing you got in your life.
Best
I know you like food. We got this girl in the office named Gabby. She likes fucking sweets too, and you might actually have her like out sweet tooth. I know you got like a cavity now.
Huh?
I said I know you got like a cavity now, right?
Oh yeah, I had one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They fixed it.
Maybe you got to cut back on the sweets.
Yeah, for sure. No more pie.
No more pie.
Or cake.
My pregnant wife is listening. You could just bring the pie in and leave it for her.
She needs to make sweet potato casserole.
I don't know. I'll tell her to make a sweet potato casserole next time I talk to her.
What's the best thing I have in my life?
Yeah, what's the best thing you got going on in your life? I mean, what keeps you going? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
That's a hard. Wow, that's a hard question. Wow.
It's not supposed to be easy.
Wow. I don't know.
I know you don't know, but if you did know, what would it be? You shouldn't have to overthink this too much,
It's like just
right?
to be the best me, I guess.
Just to be the best you.
Yeah.
And we're back to that, right? And like, motherfucker, you are a unique individual. Like, you're a very goal-oriented guy. You are, right?
Word.
You're a lot different than most people your age. Like, there's a fucking man trapped inside this big boy's body. Like, I could totally see it.
That's fucking
Right?
funny. My dad says that all the time.
Yeah, okay. Well, there is. Like, there's things that you fucking want, right?
Yeah.
I would say maybe it's your drive, maybe it's your goals, and maybe more people should know about it because
Yeah.
it's just going to push you to get there and maybe have some thicker skin when people are negative towards you. I mean, I know you've seen a lot of the hate that people fucking spew at me. Do I care?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Do I care?
No.
I would give a fuck except for one thing.
What?
I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
My wife says she needs a back rub. I'm gonna send you home. You could give her a back rub instead of going to the gym tonight.
She has to send me sweet potato casserole first.
Sweet potato casserole in exchange for a back rub, wife.
Yeah, that's how it works. But yeah, it's just about being the best.
I know, and I want what I want from you. If you could do this for you, and you can do this for me, and you're working out of the studio a lot, so let's tape it up on the wall. Can you give me some clarity on those goals? Give me some hard deadlines.
Okay.
Let's, like, we may not achieve them. That's the reality of it, but we're not going to act like that's even a possibility. So let's do it. Give me a goal for the next year, right? That'll take you closer to what it is that you want. You got your YouTube channel. Maybe you could post a progress video once a month, and let's get on the phone with the trainer. Let's set a really hard
Yeah.
fucking goal. Let's get somebody in here, even if we got to throw them a few bucks, and I mean, it'll help them get more business too. If you can talk that kind of shit, back it up and say, this guy helped me get there, you're going to be their marketing.
Do you think they could tell me like how long I could take to get on stage?
I mean, look, I think you can do it in a year.
Word.
Just from looking at you, you got a better foundation than I did when I started, right? I was like a fucking skeleton. At least you got some muscle.
You have pictures?
Right? Yeah, I do. I do. I can actually dig some out for you. Like when I was 160 pounds.
Yeah. I
mean,
don't believe that shit.
There's a picture of me over here in my office fucking suplexing somebody, but that's not the greatest picture.
You still look big there.
Yeah, my back is big. That's about it. I'm 160 pounds in that picture. But
That's crazy.
next time I go through my scrapbook, matter of fact, I got to put some pictures away from my wife. Maybe I can I'll dig some out for you. Where, yeah,
Please do.
I got the 11-inch pythons.
11? Yours are not 11 inches.
No, but at 160 pounds, they were.
Oh, yeah, that's just crazy. 160?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even see you 160.
Nah, you look
That's
like a
not
fucking.
real.
You look like an AIDS victim.
160, yeah, that's fucking. My brother's 160.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy how like they grow up fast though. Like, what do they put in the food? Because like these 12-year-olds are looking different.
I don't know, dude. Maybe it's the hormones in the chicken.
All the McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. These kids are fucking grown as shit now.
Yeah, totally, brother. They definitely get big pretty quick. I go to the gym now and I feel fucking small with some of these like college ball players.
Word?
They're not small individuals.
What is I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang, it was something about this.
So
Oh, they
what?
said about the nuggets from McDonald's.
Yeah,
It's like when boys eat that, it's like it grows like a
they
gyno from that.
they grow tits. There's supposedly a bunch
Yeah.
of hormones in the chicken, and I think it's chicken in general is supposed to be pumped full of a whole bunch of fucking hormones.
Yup.
And I think that's why they think that women are actually maturing at a younger age. You got a fucking girl in third grade now with tits because they're pumping chickens
Or
full of hormone. I'll
that's
go
fucking
even fucking
sick.
I'll go even fucking
That's so sick.
crazier, right? So when I was like 22, 23, 24, and it was bodybuilding and cutting down, it had us eating 6 meals a day, like food. There's no fucking protein shakes. There's no
Yeah,
short. This
food.
is you have to cook and eat 6 fucking meals a day, right? And you do an experiment where 6 times a day for an entire week you'd eat nothing but fish, like tilapia, right? This is when you're lean,
Wait,
and
just fish though, like no.
the only fucking protein is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 3 other meals, right? Just tilapia. And you take off your shirt, and your muscles look kind of fucking flat. You'd be like shredded. You'd eat chicken 6 times a day for 6 days straight. You'd be somewhere in the middle. You'd eat beef 6 times a day for a week, and you look like a fucking freak.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Beef is fucking
It's insane, right? And a lot of it, and this is gonna be fucking nuts. You've heard of trenbolone, right? You know what that is?
yeah. That's
You
that
know,
crazy stuff.
yeah, it's you know why that exists.
Why?
Well, it wasn't meant for me and you.
What was it meant for? Like animals?
Yeah, it's meant for animals where they'll take a cow and 3 months before they slaughter it, they put it on a feed lot and they feed it nothing but corn. Only the thing like fucking doubles in size. And it's not just the feed lot. They're shooting that thing up with trenbolone. It makes their bodies fucking double and their muscle mass is double, so they make more money with it. But the reason why it's so bad for people is because it hasn't really been tested on the longevity of any living creature. They only give it to things that are going to die 3 months from now to make as much money as possible.
That shit's fucking crazy. What the heck?
I mean, I've watched videos of people on it. It turns your blood to like syrup. It just gets thick.
Trembolone. I have to. It's on YouTube. That's on YouTube.
I mean, it's on YouTube. You can Google it, but it's a veterinary thing.
What the
It's
heck?
fucking nuts. And it is meant to give to animals to double their muscle mass before you slaughter them so you can maximize your profit. Yeah, science.
That's what life is, though.
Yeah.
Science.
I mean,
So fuck it.
do you know why steroids exist?
Why?
You've heard of World War II, right?
Hmm.
You know who the Nazis were?
Yeah, the German people.
Yeah, the German people during World War II. So if a soldier got shot, right, and he lived, and they took him back to the hospital, and they're going to help him get better, it's going to take a year, 2 years to get this guy back on the front line. Then once he's better and they get him out of bed, then he's going to have to fucking build back up the muscle mass and learn to walk and everything else again. Or you could just shoot him up with massive amounts of testosterone, and he'll actually put on more muscle laying in bed.
That's probably why.
He would going to the gym, and you get him back on the front line to fight sooner.
Because in Europe, they're okay with that stuff.
They invented it. There was actually more advances in medical history during World War II than there was in any other time on the planet. And a lot of it, unfortunately, is because they had large populations of people that certain countries just didn't give a fuck about that they can experiment on. Pretty wild, right? Kind of makes you think maybe we should do something like that with people in jail. Just have them volunteer. We'll let you out early if we could try this drug on you.
Word. But not no killers, though. Not killers.
Nah.
Like regular scammers or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to let any fucking murderers out.
Or rapists.
Nah.
Fuck no. But it's like, so creatine and all that stuff. Trenbolone is in beef then.
I mean, it has to be, but it's just tiny little residual amounts. But I'm telling you right now, when you get lean enough, right? When you get to that point where you can see six-pack abs, eat it 6 times a day for 6 days straight, take a look before, take a look after, you will be 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds heavier from eating that shit, and it's insane how full your
Really?
muscles will look.
But it's like fish. I could never get it down.
Well, guess what? You're gonna have to learn to. Right? And I mean, you gotta want it that fucking bad to where
Yeah.
if somebody told me to eat shit and sleep on a fucking picket fence to get what I wanted, I would have done it. And
Yeah.
I got to the point of where I was working in Manhattan or running my own business. I can remember putting like 2 chicken cutlets in the blender with some water, purifying it, and just chugging it because it only took me 2 minutes.
Bro.
Yeah, or a can of tuna
What it
blender.
tastes like?
Drink. Tastes like ass.
So
It's
the
a,
chicken
it's a
tenders.
fucking it's a fucking grilled chicken smoothie.
So it
What's it
just
taste
tastes like.
like? What's it taste like when you go get your grilled chicken later? Take 2 cups of water, put it in the blender, turn it on, walk the fuck away, come back and chug it. Let me know what that tastes like.
Oh man. Ooh. Whoa. But nah, that's fucking sick. So like, what type of fish?
I mean, I worked out with a guy that actually I showed you his pictures. He worked in Manhattan as a he was a
Just tuna
sanitation
fish.
worker. He drove a garbage truck, and he would go into like the meat packing district, and I give him like 50, $100, and he'd come back with like a 50-pound box of tilapia.
That's crazy. Tilapia. That tastes good. You're on diets.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Salmon is high in fat, so that wouldn't be.
no, it's not bad for you either. I mean, it's just omega-3s. It makes your body actually burn more fat. You would think that it isn't good for you, but trust me, it is.
'Cause I want to try salmon.
Shit ain't bad. Remind
Or,
me. Maybe I'll make it for dinner one night. You can come over.
or that'd be good.
Cool, bro.
Salmon. I never had fish. I don't like it.
Well,
Well, it's always the first time for everything. Because I said it about beef
time to expand your horizons.
or like mustard and stuff, like all those condiments. Nah, I don't do it. I'm so like basic and picky. Like I go
Yeah,
to a restaurant order chicken tenders and fries.
yeah. I was pretty picky until I decided that I wanted to get bigger, and then I
Yeah,
just ate whatever it took. Before that, I don't even think I liked steak.
word.
Word.
I never had a steak to this day. How do you make a steak? Like I want to make one.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we fucking commit to it, and maybe I'll make you one next Wednesday.
Word. That'd be good. A nice steak with potatoes.
But you gotta write down some goals for the next year with some clarity and hang them up in the studio. Could you do that for me?
Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic, brother. All right, I think we're gonna wrap this shit up. It's getting kind of late. I appreciate it. I feel like it was beneficial. I learned some stuff.
Yeah,
And, seriously, no bullshit, Josh. You motivate me. I just wanted to tell you that.
you motivate me too.
All right, cool. So let's be friends and let's keep going. I'm gonna ask you one final question. What the fuck is with the hood? Oh my god, they killed Kenny Hood.
Oh, it's like I'm cold. I'm cold, and I don't have a haircut. I need a haircut.
Oh, you're funny, bro.
I need a haircut.
All right, man. Listen, I'm gonna wrap it up. If anybody listens to this, how the hell can they get a hold of you if they want to? Social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Instagram, jgiles.3. Make sure that's it.
When you edit,
jgiles.3.
you could type it up on the screen too.
Oh yeah, we're jgiles.3.
Sweet.
TikTok. I just put it on here, but Instagram, follow that Instagram. jgiles.3. I got posts on my Instagram.
Yeah, you do. I would post exactly the same thing with that video that I sent to Ivan that you're gonna put on YouTube. Can you do that for me by tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna end the recording. This has been Chuck Daddy After Hours. I appreciate you guys logging on and listening. Josh, you're a pretty amazing dude. I think we should do this again in a few months and just monitor your progress.
We're
All right, brother.
sounds good. Bikini
Talk to you
bottom.
soon. Yeah. FLCS.
FLCS.
Bye for now.